Do people actually still go and then buy newspapers to start reading? You go do your one time, I go for one time, I'm to buy mess up. Anything you wish me, that be a passion. Bad man, no they walk up. I know that at this point, most of you guys must have been tired with me saying, my husband, my husband, my husband, but you people should bear with me. There is nothing I do these days that I do alone. So I and my husband, we're actually going through TikTok together on his phone, and we saw this Ofaku. And he was like, it's been long I had Ofaku. In fact, the last Ofaku he had, it was me that made it. And I made it actually for his mom. I did it in their family house and it was a banger. So I said I was going to make it again for him. And voila, today I am going to making my special Ofaku for my husband. So I started off with showing you guys the ingredients. And in the ingredients, I had my stockfish because I wanted to use stockfish for this. I got goat meat. Not goat meat. I got cow meat. I got cow skin, which we call bomo in this part of our world. And then I wanted fresh fish, so I got that fresh fish you saw. And then I got pepper, I got scent leaf, and then I got that black tin that you people saw. That was okpe. I'm not sure, but Asha, when I was buying the things from the woman's place, I told her I wanted to make ofaku. So I asked her what's either okpe or ogiri, which one do they use? So I think she told me ogiri. So that was ogiri, not okpe. Well, I stand to be corrected because I don't forget what to put for this soup. But then I proceeded to pound the pepper with my mortar and my pistol. It's been long I used this to pound. I've been using either I use my blender or I just chop my pepper. But on this blessed day, there was no light. I was like, I bought this thing new, so let me just use it. And I bought it because I wanted to make ofe ede. That video is not up yet, but you guys are going to be seeing it in the subsequent video that will be coming up. But this is the fresh scent leaf that I got that I'll be using for this recipe because this soup has to bang. And also, after I was done boiling my palm fruits, this is the pot I use in boiling my palm fruits, so that is why you are seeing some stains of palm fruit. So please, it is not a dirty pot. I proceeded to boil my meat. I wanted the meat to be well steamed, so I put the meat, the bomo, which is a cow skin, and then the okporoko. In my place, we call it ekporoko. There's a slight similarity between our own place, our own dialect, and the Igbo language. My palm fruit was ready to be pounded, so I proceeded to pounding it. And because my mortar was a small mortar, my mom is going to be watching this video and she's going to be like, why on earth would this girl be using this small mortar to pound this thing? Who taught her this thing? Who taught her? But mommy, calm down. I just made sure that I portioned the palm kernel small by small. I didn't want it to be too much, so I did it in batches, and it took a lot of time. Imagine something that you are doing small. That is the price I have to pay. But after I was done, this was my final look, and I was impressed. And then I poured hot water on it because I want all the juice. Hey God, all the juice to be extracted very well. I gave it a good stir, and this is what I see people do. So I don't even know if I'm supposed to do this, but I guess I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to be using my hand actually, but because I used hot water and I can't put my hand, that is why I am using my spoon. And I learned that putting hot water first is going to make the juice come out very well. So if you go in first with cold water, you might not be able to extract as much juice as possible. So that was why I did it I went in first with the lukewarm water, and then I went in second now with this cold water. And with the cold water, I was able to use my hand to, squeeze out the things that are inside to just make sure that I am getting every bit of my juice and not making that go to waste. For this palm kernel, I got half mudu. Can you see who's there? Charles and Kenzie. So I got half mudu, and half mudu cost me, not half mudu, half derica. Half derica is that tin tomatoes that is like half, I don't know. They sell half derica in our side here for 1,500 naira. While if you want a pint of that palm fruit, you are going to be getting it for 3,000 naira. So I decided to get half because it's just me and my husband. And if something is too plenty in this house, we're just going to get tired of it. So I decided to just do that one, and I proceeded to cut my scent leaf. I don't know if I said this earlier before this video, but this is not a tutorial, brothers and sisters. Please, this is not a tutorial. It is not at all. I am just trying to show you guys how I made my own ofaku. So everybody might actually have the way they make theirs. So if you want to tell me how you make yours, you're free to do that in the comment section. But on no account should you make me feel like I am not doing it right, because I am doing it right. These plantains were gotten from my mother-in-law's farm. When I told you guys that my mother-in-law is a sure plug, it be like I said I lie, but that's just the truth. Because look at these fat fingers of plantain. Where will I see this one? I'm buying this already. Where? Even if I see this one, they'll be telling me 8,000 naira for this small plantain. This was gotten free of charge. In fact, when I went there a day before this day I am making this food now, she just told me, thank God though that you are here. I even kept a plantain for you. And she handed the plantain over to me. When she gave me, I was like, this is massive. It wasn't actually ripe like this, but I was shocked that just one day of the plantain staying in my house, it got ripe. So I was like, okay, it's going to come in handy today. Since I'm making ofaku and I'm making rice, this plantain is going to be a very, very nice, it's going to sit pretty by the side of the plate. And that was exactly what I did. I proceeded to cutting it into the small cubes because I don't know, for some reasons, I like my plantains to be smaller when I want to eat them, especially with rice, because that way I'm sure that when I'm scooping a spoon of rice, I'm just going to take like 3 or 4 seeds of this plantain, and it's going to be very easy than those ones that they cut in a longitudinal form that you now have to recut them when you are eating. That's just a lot of stress. That's just what I think, and that was why I just cut it like this. But then I proceeded to doing that, and guys, things are so expensive in the market. I know I have said this before, and I know that if you are watching Nigerian YouTubers, you must have been hearing them say things are so expensive in the market. When I tell you things are so expensive, guys, believe me. If I tell you that everything I used in cooking this food, just this small food that you're going to be seeing now, cost me 20. I went to the market with 25,000 naira, and I even withdrawed another money. Like, it was not enough. I had to tell my husband to send me. I had to tell my husband to send me 5,000 naira again, because the money I went with was not even going to bring me back home. So, well, I boiled my meat, and after I boiled my meat, I went ahead to pour the palm fruit into the meat, and then I allowed it boil again, and then I proceeded to fry my plantain, and that was pretty much all I did. Guys, don't worry, I know it is looking awkward, but trust the process. I proceeded to put in my onion, my pepper, and my crayfish. All these things are very important in your ofaku, because that is what is going to bring out the smell or the taste. I was actually hoping and thinking I would be able to crush this stuff just so I can sieve out the sand out of it. Like I didn't want any sand, that is if there is any, but it didn't work. I put my snail. I didn't pre-boil or parboil the snail. I put them inside like that because I don't want them to be too soft. I did the same thing for the fish. I mean, why are you parboiling your fish? I know sometimes, like many times actually, it brings out the flavor, but that's going to be a lot of work and it is going to make my fish so soft. So I just put them inside there. It came out nice. Don't worry about what you want to type now. No, don't drop that comment. It came out nice. In fact, my husband was like, this fish is tasting very yummy and crunchy. What did you do? I told him, no, don't worry. That's my secret because me and my husband, we are now doing, if my husband makes a food, it's going to, like the food, when the food tastes very nice, of course it is going to taste nice. And I asked him, how did you make this one? He will say, no, 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 I don't spill my secrets. So these days when I do something very exceptional, I don't also spill my secrets. But then after I was done with that food, like with the first batch, I went ahead to, tidy up everywhere, just wash the plates that I've used. And how would you know a good woman? How would you know a good woman if not when as you are cooking something, you are tidying up. As you are doing this, you are tidying up. That's how we good I'm being sarcastic, but anyways, I'm not joking now. That's what my mother told me. My mom said that if you must be a good woman, I mean, before, if you, like when she sees a good woman, she says she used to know them, especially when they're in the kitchen. So I guess I'm a good woman. Of course, I know. So after that was done, I proceeded to put the vegetable. My food was already coming together. The aroma was already, everywhere. And I was beginning to feel myself. I was like, Adowere. That's my name. So I went ahead to bring out my plantain from the fire. The plantain was already sumptuous. This whole plantain that you're seeing, guys, it is just 3 fingers. Just 3 fingers of plantain is what is as plenty as this. I say, oh my god, that plantains were too fat. Sometimes it is good to go back to your roots. Your roots is your village. Go back to your village and enjoy those things that you have planted. Or if you have not planted anything, shall plant something. It's always very good to have a garden where you can plant your own things. I mean, my mother-in-law has everything in her backyard, from corn to coconut to plantain to pear to oranges to tangerine. What any season. Okay, so after that, I proceeded to my rice. I proceeded to plating. I put my rice and then I plated it. God, what am I even speaking? You guys can see. It's just that I'm so excited today. That's why I'm talking so much. But then that plantain that fell went straight to my mouth. After I was done with that, voila. This is what we are getting, nice rice and plantain. And I went ahead to put the stew, which is my ofako, and guys, this was massive. This was incredibly delicious. This was supernaturally, oh my god, I don't know the word that I can use to actually express how sumptuous this meal was, but trust me, it banged. I arranged that on the dining table. This dining table, guys, my husband has complained enough. We have a dining set, but most of the time, like 80% of the time, I just eat on the normal couch. It is either I'm on the couch or I'm on the bed. It is either I'm on the couch eating my food or I'm on the bed eating my food, because I just feel like that place is more comfortable. I can be eating and then pressing my phone. But so we made resolutions. We just said to ourselves that, see, we need to start being professional here. We need to start eating on the dining table. I mean, why our dining table is just there looking at us while we are there eating? No. So that is why I just said that, okay, let me just put this food here so that I will eat it. And I finished my portion and I was so tired. I was super tired and exhausted, but I was so grateful that I mean, the result was a blast, and that was my joy. And my husband went ahead to get more. This was his third portion, and he couldn't even sit down anymore. He was standing. After that, I went to take a very cold bath. I was super tired, so a cold bath was just the only option that was just going to calm me down. I think at this point, I'm just going to play a cool music and allow you guys watch this video till the end. Watch to the end though, because there's a surprise at the end though. Anyways, see you guys. Actually just finished up with everything I'm doing now, and I just had a very cool and warm bath. Cool and warm. The bath was cool but warm. I hope that makes sense. But then I just want to sleep now because I've had a very hectic day. I'm supposed to go and make my hair today, but the woman is not around. I called her and she told me that she's not around, so I think I'll be doing that tomorrow. But for now, this is few days after the other clip you saw, and today I actually went to get my name publication on the newspaper. So I told you guys that had already done the change of name in the court, and then I also went to effect the change also in my NIN, which is the national identification number. So I just received this one. I went back to the court and they gave me this particular newspaper. This is Times Nigeria. It is a national newspaper. So the change of name, my own name, is actually on like here. So apparently many people each day go to change their name, of course, actually. So they go to change their name, of course. So they have like 3 pages. 1, 2, 3, in fact 4 pages are portions to change of names only. And it's not just change of name, change of institution, change of name, change of this, change of that, change of that, change of that. So I am officially done with my change of name process. So I think maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow or whenever I'm free, I'm going to also try to effect the changes in my banks, because banks can be very, very frustrating. Banks is another method, or is another, my hands are red because I drank Smirnoff. That's it, Smirnoff. Chapman, this Chapman that is red, that is why my hands are red. So doing anything in the bank can be very, very stressful and frustrating. So any day I want to do anything in the bank that I know is going to be very serious, like something as serious as change of name that involves me going to the customer service, I always make sure that I go there very, very early in the morning, like at least 8:30 I should be there, because these banks can be so frustrating, and the queue in the bank these days are always very terrible. So I don't really know, but I'm actually going to try and do that before this week runs out. But then I just came back right now and I'm extremely tired. You can even tell from my voice because I've been stressed. I am just going to go make something to eat. I want to make popcorn. I had rice in the morning, so I don't want to eat. I'm not even hungry for food. I just want to have popcorn, and then my Chapman is still remaining, so I guess I'm just going to snack on that. And I'm going to see a movie, and that is basically how my day is going to wrap up. Meanwhile, if you've watched this video till this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? I was supposed to make my hair today, but because I was in the sun throughout, I just couldn't. I just had to come back home. Maybe tomorrow, God willing, God give me strength and God help me not to procrastinate. I'm going to make my hair because I'm really tired of carrying my hair like this. Although it is nice, it fits me very well, but at the same time, it is cutting the front layers of my hair and it is dragging my hair. It is making me have constant headache. So see you guys later when I am making my popcorn or when I'm with my popcorn. But actually, I have a concern. Do people still really read the newspapers? I disfigured my hair, but people actually still go and then buy newspapers to start reading. Like, why? Who? I mean, I think gone are those days where people go to buy newspapers. All of this news that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing 2 arrested with 5 fresh human skulls in Agege Cemetery. These are things we see every day on the internet. Look at it here. 2 arrested with 5 fresh whatever. These are things we see every day on the internet. USA ends Flamingos hope for under 17 World Cup title. Here they are. These are things we see every day on the internet. So which set of people are still going to? It's funny. I know people still do, but in this 2024, I think that people that are buying newspaper, like we now that paid the whole 6,000 naira for this thing, it's just because we have something inside that we want. But aside that, buying newspapers. Summer mist come. Anytime I won't enjoy like this, now you will come back.
I go enjoy it also. Oh yeah.
And I bought my glass. I'm about to enjoy my life. And then my husband came back.
What fish?
Fish short, it's not sweet, safe. The thing was blocked, so I now drank it. Jesus, what is inside my drink?
Like what?
See this thing. Anyways, let me eat my popcorn. What's that thing? Do you want to drink? It's not sweet. Don't want to drink. I showed you that thing now. That thing. Did you call your own? Guys, correction of name. That thing is too expensive. But yes, now. He said normally they will charge 250 or so. Not person won't do them now. Yeah, we're just making inquiries. Tell him that somebody wants to do it. One of your friends. Meanwhile, my name is here. You're supposed to come here and see. Come and stay here. My husband just came out for work. He's very tired. Sit down now. Check on page 10. I'm not even seeing your face. But you see you guys, right? I was supposed to... Okay, now that I'm done changing the name for the court and then the name. I'm also supposed to do a change of name for my international passports. But then they are saying that for me to do a change of name on my international passports, I need to do it like a correction of name, because I have a new name I want to impute. So that's going to cost 1,000. Did I say 1,000? That's going to cost 180 something thousand for the guy that is my guy, that is not like, it's not adding any other thing. But then they said other people charge about 250 to something thereabout. So that's the place where we are right now, but we are going to do it. Those are things women go through. We dump our name and we take this guy's name. This guy is you guys' name. Can you take my name upon you? So I had to package this particular popcorn inside here. I'm going to snack on this later on at night. I just did all of them. Like, I just did this quantity and put here, and it is so crunchy. Woo!